So, listen to this. If there is one thing that makes any football club successful, it's a good hard-working defender. As Sir Alex Ferguson once said, "Attack wins you matches, defense wins you trophies." And all the world's stunning teams in history always had an unbelievable force just in front of the keeper. 2009 Barcelona had Puyol, 2007 AC Milan had Maldini, 2008 Man United had Ferdinand and Vidic, 2019 Liverpool had Van Dijk, a very hard defender, and Chelsea, John Terry. During his playing days, this guy was an absolute beast. Despite never being the fastest player on the pitch, Terry made up with fantastic positioning, insane one-on-one marking, stunning long-range ability, frightening appearance, ability to manipulate referees. This guy was the full package. Yet for some reason, some people seem to think he just wasn't good enough. And if he started his career today, he would not have made a name for himself. So with that being said, today we're looking at how good was John Terry, really? As a boy, Terry was originally part of West Ham United's youth system, joining them as a midfielder in 1991. However, when he moved to Chelsea, age 14, the team lacked central defenders, so our man was moved back, the position he played throughout his career. Despite making his first team debut aged 18, Terry's breakthrough year would come in the year 2000. The boy was fantastic. Strong, tenacious, physical. Even at such a tender age, he was known for his tough, aggressive, and uncompromising style of play. So much so, age 20, when most young players are still finding their bearings in professional football, he was voted the club's Player of the Year. Apart from his defending, the boy had an unbelievable ability to read the game. Despite being a defender, he was mostly responsible of dictating the flow and tempo of the game. Our man was so phenomenal. The next season, age 21, he was made captain of the squad. But despite putting up stunning performances for the next 3 seasons, this man's life was about to change forever. In 2004, Jose Mourinho was appointed as head coach of Chelsea. If you don't know the impact of a defensive-minded coach on a defender's career, let me explain. Chelsea won the title with 95 points, a record at the time, conceding only 15 goals, only 15, keeping 25 clean sheets in 38 matches, a record that has not been broken till date. And at the heart of everything was John Terry. That season, he was voted Player of the Year in England and scored 8 goals, including a late winner against Barcelona. He was voted the best defender in the Champions League for the season, and in September 2005, he was selected as a member of the World 11 at the FIFA Pro Awards. To say this guy was on impeccable form would be an understatement. The next season, John Terry would lead Chelsea to another league title, this time topping the league with 91 points. But then came the 2006-2007 campaign, the season to forget. Despite starting the season, saving Chelsea as usual, only this time, after a red card for Peter Cech, Terry stepped in and still kept a clean sheet, however. As the season progressed, Terry would get his first red card, get charged to court for insulting a referee, would miss about 3 months of action because of a recurring back pain, would return, only to go for another injury when he threw himself at the ball with a diving header. Arsenal's Abu Diaby, in an attempt to clear the ball, kicked Terry in the face. Terry was unconscious for several minutes, at which point he nearly swallowed his tongue. He was carried off the field on a stretcher and immediately transferred to the University Hospital of Wales. Terry discharged himself the same day and returned to the stadium to celebrate his team's 2-1 win. The only recollection he had of the second half is walking out onto the pitch, and he did not remember the 10 minutes he played prior to his injury. The next season didn't prove much of a difference either, despite signing a new contract which saw him be the highest paid player in Premier League at the time. Terry would break 3 bones in his legs, expecting to rule him out for another 3 months. And a few months to his return, he would collide with his own goalkeeper and suffer a partially dislocated elbow. And then to cap it all up, in the Champions League final, Terry would miss a penalty that denied Chelsea the trophy. Over the next 4 seasons, John Terry would continue to impress, leading Chelsea to another Premier League title, 3 FA Cups, and a Community Shield. However, it was Terry's off-field performances that would grab the headlines. In 2009, Terry was investigated by Chelsea and the FA for allegedly taking money from an undercover reporter for a private tour of Chelsea's training ground. In January 2010, a super injunction was imposed by a high court judge preventing the media from reporting allegations that Terry had had a 4-month affair in late 2009 with Vanessa Parancel, the former girlfriend of Wayne Bridge, his former Chelsea and England teammate. The injunction was lifted a week later, and the British media, especially the tabloid press, covered the rumors in great detail in the days following. The allegations led to then England manager Fabio Capello removing Terry from the captaincy on the 5th of February 2010, replacing him with Rio Ferdinand. In November 2011, Terry was placed under police investigation following an allegation of racist abuse made at Anton Ferdinand during a match between Chelsea and Queen's Park Rangers. Video footage circulated on the internet led to accusations that Terry called Ferdinand a... In response to the video footage, Terry claimed that he was actually asking Ferdinand, "I don't know what you make of that, but I am speechless." Anyways, by the end of the last season, Chelsea made it to 2012 Champions League final. In a very dramatic event, Chelsea won the Champions League, and even though Terry was injured and didn't play the game, he was on the pitch for the post-match celebrations and lifted the trophy. But this would mark the end of his prime. That summer, he would retire from the England national team, and even though he led Chelsea to 2 more Premier League titles, an FA Cup and an Europa League trophy, his best days were now behind him. But that doesn't mean he became a liability. His tackling, his positioning, passing were still incredible. But with age, he wasn't as tenacious and aggressive as he once was. He would leave Stamford Bridge, and after a year in Aston Villa, the next year, he retired. Terry will have no doubt go down as one of the greatest players of his generation. Terry is Chelsea's most successful captain. During his 19 years with the club, he led them to 5 Premier League titles, 4 FA Cups, 3 League Cups, 1 UEFA Europa League, and 1 UEFA Champions League title. He is one of 5 players to have made over 500 appearances for Chelsea and is also the club's all-time highest scoring defender. Thank you for watching.